back with more panel work and what hopefully will be the final panel to get sorted here in the chateau. But I won't hold my breath with that because I'm sure another one will show up somewhere to get sorted. But this one is for where the second door got fitted. Now we had to take the paneling off around the door to actually get the new door frame in. And when we took it off, this one was in quite a bad shape. So obviously it's missing quite a lot of the main frame of the panel, where it's just been sort of hacked away at. And I think a lot of this is due to when the chateau was abandoned for so long. The owner had obviously had some locks on, and as the wood's rotted and people have tried to get in to explore it, then it's obviously just broke away bit by bit. And obviously you can see the different locations where they've had the different locks. So they've just sort of hacked at the panel to try and fit it in, and then over time it's broke away and it's just left like this big massive gap in there. Now we've got the new door in and the beautiful lock. Obviously it looks a bit shoddy leaving it like that. So I need to get on with making a new piece. Now I've got some pine to match in with it because all the panel in the tower is all pine. So what I'll be able to do is get this cut down to size, get the little chamfer on, the same as on all the other ones. So I'll be able to do that and the little sort of raised part on it, and then go from there. But getting this part off, I used my new Japanese pull saws, which are absolutely fantastic. I just didn't realise how good they are. So thank you so much, Karen, for them, because they're just fantastic to cut through the wood. It's gone through so easy and it's completely perfectly straight as well. And it took no effort at all to get through this wood, where normally with a hand saw, obviously it's quite difficult really. So yeah, my new favourite tool, considering now all the panels finished. But it's good. So I'm going to get this one all marked up, get it on the router, get all of the little details put into it, get the groove in so we can get the raised panel, stuck into it. And then we can look at how we're going to fix it all together and go from there. So I'll crack on now. Well, another job done. All of the panelling is back in around the second door now, and it's fantastic just getting it all as one unit again. Because it's been like this for so long, where we've just seen the brick wall and we could see all of the wiring that we'd put in. So to get it all blocked in and to show off the beautiful look is just fantastic. But now that job's done, it means we need to move on to another job, and it's more panel work. But we're going to go back in the dining room and start working on the panel work in there and getting it back into place for the second window. Now, you might remember we took all of that off, and quite a lot of them needed repairs for the bottom section, really, where it just rotted away. So now all of those are repaired and we've got all of the bits in. We can start getting some of the electrics in, which is exciting, to start getting the first little stage of electrics in for the dining room, and then get all the panel work back in place and get us a full room again. So we'll go and crack on with that, and then hopefully that'll be finished for today as well.
Well, it's all good and well owning a chateau. However, you do have to prep, and you've got to think ahead, and you've got to be advanced in your thinking and know what you need. So we know that we need a massive amount of wood. We've got, in total, we have 5 log burners that we need to keep stocked with wood all winter long. And luckily, with having a chateau and the amount of land that we do, we always have trees. We always have pieces that have fallen off trees. We have trees that have fallen. You may remember this, these are from last year. So these were in our backfield last year. This wasn't a tree we felled. It fell down in a massive storm. So now it's up to us to basically utilise it, get it chopped up and get it prepped, get it dried out and ready for winter as well. So realistically, that lot won't be ready for this year. We're only going to be splitting what we're going to be using for the year ahead. We've got a massive amount in the store next door, but we're going to set this up so that we can prep ourselves for the years coming, and you do have to think about stuff like that, and it is really important. So I've got my little helper. Jonathan is absolutely brilliant. He wants to get involved in stuff now, and it's not child labour because we don't pay him. So it's not child labour, it's free labour. No, he loves it. He actually enjoys getting involved and helping and doing stuff like this, and he will jump up and want to come and do stuff like this because we have a good laugh as well, and we sit and listen to music and we just crack on and have some giggles while we're doing it as well. So lots to do. Still got a lot more to chop up and get stacked in there ready for winter, so I better crack on. Work going on everywhere again. So we've had Terry busy with the doors, and that again, it's been such a shame for so long because the doors look so fantastic, but all the panel work's been missing, so it's just looked a bit unfinished. So seeing that done, coming down and getting that all sorted, it's an amazing job. All the electrics hidden away and just looking nice again, and start to feel like it's coming back to life again. And we know we go through these processes, we have to make it worse before it gets better. And that's exactly, we know that now and we understand it, so we don't get as shocked. It's not nice to see it in the state that it's in and looking around and seeing everything like it is, but we know we have to get to that stage before we can make anything better. And everything's prepped now, and we have panels back on the walls. So again, all of these were in such a terrible condition, and Terry and Tracy have done an amazing job getting all of this sorted out just so that it can go back in again. And being able to open windows, we can open and close windows now. Before we couldn't do this because all the panel work at the top had dropped there, the beams had dropped, so we couldn't open the windows properly, whereas now we can, and it's good. So again, getting better, and we are at the stage now where things are going to start getting better in here. We're pretty much done with the majority of the panel work that needs to be done. It's now going to be running electrics, which is why the ceilings aren't up yet. So all the electrics are starting to get fed through, up through the beams. Now we've got the space in here, we've planned it all out, we've mapped it all out. We're going to put plenty of sockets in here just for anything that we might ever need in the future. If we're hosting evenings or anything that we need, we'll have plenty going on in here. But it just means that we then have to find a way to feed them and work them out of this room back to the fuse box, which again isn't easy, which is why before, when they've done it, they've took the easy way and they've just ran electrics over the top of the paneling because they didn't want to do the work that it involved in actually doing it properly and hiding it all, which is what we're trying to do, which means we've still got some repairs to do, but the rest of our electrics will all be hidden. It'll look as good as new. It's great seeing all this coming together, but now the hard work actually starts now. Doing all this, yes, it's hard work. However, the hardest work is finding the bits that we need to furnish the room, and not only find the bits that need to furnish the room, find them matching pieces as well. So in here, there's not going to be a massive amount of furniture, but the bits that we do want, we want to be spectacular. It has to be grandiose. It has to really make this room pop. So as you're watching this on Sunday evening, we will be just back from way past Paris. Terry said it's Paris, and then I looked on the map and it's like an hour and a half past Paris. So he just seen Paris on the map and thought it was close, which is normal. But it's about 4-hour drive today. And 4 hours there, 4 hours back to find 4 matching wall lights, which in itself is spectacular that we've managed to find 4 matching ones. But these are stunning, absolutely stunning, probably 10 arm. So having 4 matching wall lights is amazing, but now we need to decide where they're going to go. Now I think we're pretty dead set that 2 are going to go either side of the fireplace because that just makes logical sense. However, when you look around this room, it's not as symmetrical as the other rooms. There's doors and stuff, so we really couldn't put 2 here because it just wouldn't go. So the logical solution is possibly 2 here or 1 there and 1 there. So let us know in the comments what you think, where you think these should go. There's 4 matching. It's just going to leave this end of the room a bit bare, but there's not much that we can do about that, just with the way that the room's actually laid out. And I've had my little helper today, and Jonathan. He's been great, getting prepped for winter. Now, the reason I've left the wall is the rendering has to dry, so we have to let that go all a single colour once all the moisture's drained out of that, because some parts of it were really quite thick. So once that's all done, we can get that painted, get it done, and get the scaffold moved over to the other side and get the other end done as well, because that's something we really want done by the end of summer. I was saying this to Terry, it's a hard job, but it's not something I want to think, oh, I've still got that to do. But we're getting all our logs prepped for winter, so we've split a couple of ton of wood today. Again, it's been great having Jonathan because he's at the age now where he can help and he can feel helpful and useful. And it's his first time ever using the splitter, and he was actually really good at it as well. He's very safe with it, he understands it, so it was really good, and it was nice to have someone to help me as well get it done. So that's all we've got for you today. That's us pretty much all wrapped up. I think we're going to go and have a nice bath now. We all deserve a nice long soak in a bath, so let's head off. If you've enjoyed today's video, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and make sure you got the bell clicked for notifications. And we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.
If you'd like to be part of our journey and help restore the chateau, then please join us on Patreon, where you'll be part of our journey, receive a piece of the history, and get exclusive videos.